we got up next, man? We got
Miss Monday.
It's gonna get wild up in here, man. Miss Monday, welcome to KLPR Studio 11. You know, you're here. You're sitting down on
the dirty couch.
Dirty couch.
Couldn't be happier.
Yeah. How was the drive over here?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah. I cruised as fast as I could because I knew I was running behind. Not to be surprised.
Oh, man.
Miss Monday is always fashionably late and fashionable as fuck.
At least one of the two.
Yeah. 50-50, your choice.
Sometimes 100.
Yeah, well, let's start from beginning, man. Let's get started with this interview. There's a lot of good questions that I have, and some of them are not that good, but I want to think that they're okay, you know. How did you come up with the DJ name, Miss Monday?
I didn't have to work too hard because it is my last name.
It is? Okay, wow. Okay.
Miss Monday.
It landed on my lap the minute I was born.
Wow. But so you started DJing and you're like, you know what, let me just use my name. And
I actually started as an on-air personality, and that would be in high school in 1992. But so everybody liked the fact that Monday was my last name. So as I went into college, I also had a radio show there too.
Oh, wow.
And I decided to keep using my name. And of course, everybody thought it was my stage name. And there was...
what kind of stage?
Yeah, then clearly.
Oh, okay.
Radio.
All right. I used to
Miss Monday.
Miss Monday, yeah.
So, yeah, I actually would be out at parties in college, and people would be like, "Oh my gosh, I listened to your radio show," and then my show was Monday on Monday,
What?
which was appropriate for
Miss Monday and Monday.
the catchphrase.
Wow.
It was a good topic of conversation back in college, guys. Sorry. Maybe not
Monday
so
on
interesting
Monday.
now, but.
Yeah, no, that's pretty
this whole time I've been thinking like I was one of the asshole kids. Like, your name is Jeremy, okay, you're jerky, or like, you know what I mean. I couldn't come. Did anybody fuck with you for Monday? Like, it's like grade school, like, you know what I mean, little kids.
There was, yeah, definitely.
Was it even any good though?
There
Like,
was a couple of songs that had the name Monday in it.
so they just sing the song to
Monday
you
by the Bangles or whatever, and then Monday by the Mamas and the Papas.
Okay, now the fact that these kids are in grade school know fucking the Bengals and Manic Monday is sort of cool.
Well, that was our generation.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. So they were the songs of the time. Okay, so okay.
Well, no, not the other one was the song of my dad and mom's time.
But still, that like their parents played it and they fuck with it to like where Monday. His girl's name Monday.
My dad grew up with the Mamas and the Papas, Monday. I grew up with the Bangles, Manic Monday.
Okay.
Completely appropriate.
Mama Cass. But then what did they just like? They sing the song to you? It was like no, because they couldn't come up with a name of like Monday. They probably call you Miss Monday, and it was like, hey, that works. I think I'll make money from that one day.
Yeah, fast forward. Yeah, just Sunday, Monday, that sort of thing.
Unoriginal as fuck.
Yeah.
I give it 2 thumbs down.
Yeah, basic. So.
But from an on-air personality to now a behind-table tactician.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that transition took place in the 90s, and I kind of got introduced to the dance music scene in Detroit, and then
hell yeah, Detroit's
once I had the opportunity to hear that kind of music, when I was working on an open format station in high school, it was hard to come across music that was electronic that I could play. So whatever I could get my hands on, I would throw it in there. But as I went into college, we didn't have as much freedom. It was more of a formatted station, but I would still throw a few gems in now and then that I would sneak in under the radar on the station. That it was electronic music that I was, picking up through my Detroit connections.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You had to be in the know, because that's not on radio. That's not. It might be on radio in Detroit or like on some kind of Atlanta, but out anywhere else, it's only in Detroit. So you have to have some kind of connection. And then when you hear like with Percolator or any of these, there's nothing else that sounded like that.
Yeah,
so how do you even like, as soon as like somebody comes along playing this, oh, they're on drugs. Like usually like the sounds, like the techno, yeah, that was a completely original, like it had its own scene. Detroit, Chicago, they had their own like where'd you come up with this? Like how?
A lot of the people that were going to the parties back then were very eccentric, and it was not this whole look initially until the whole fat pants thing started rolling in the mid-90s.
The Jinkos and shit.
Yeah,
I can't see my feet. I like it.
But before that was the thing. Like everybody was just these like nerdy college students and high school students that were just kind of
different,
funky, different, and and then it turned into this whole genre of how you dress.
As long as that music is the end result, I can accept those pants. Mm-hmm. I can accept you walking around with a pacifier. If the music is the end result, they all kinds of
Mickey Mouse gloves. You know?
Yeah, I'll accept it if that music is the end result. But if none of that music comes out, I'm gonna call your mom. I'm talking to somebody in your house that loves you.
Well, the good news is that in Detroit and Chicago, even more so in Chicago, when we would be driving out to parties there, you would hear dance music on the radio.
Yeah.
Where Detroit was, there was a few shows here and there, so it was not completely unheard of to hear that music on the radio, both in Detroit and Chicago.
Yeah, but you had to listen at those certain times.
Yes, and it was a very, if you missed it, then you're just going to get the basic programming. That's it. Yeah.
Music is I couldn't even imagine, because that's right now you play some of these songs that came out in those early house, techno, electro, and they still, there's nothing like even the equipment that they use is what's is still in circulation, but nobody has made the equipment do that or sound like those, and then it's just like I don't know. It's real interesting. I'm more of a outside looking in on the situation. But when I listen, I like the Juan Atkins, Green Velvet. What's my man? Cashmere.
Cashmere.
You know what I mean? So the bigger names. I'm not too far in the deep, but what I hear, I like it. And then I couldn't imagine the shit that was happening in the '90s, and this shit was available. Like that's almost like a cultish type of thing, because there's not everybody's listening to this music, and then when you find somebody that listens to this music, we're like attached to, yo, what about, you got this one? No, I haven't heard that. What about this one? So yeah, it's interesting time.
It was instant camaraderie.
Yeah, for real, because there's only a certain type of individual you like this too? Yeah, okay, cool. We don't have to really talk too much. I understand. It's good.
I used to go to the Record Time in Roseville, which is a little bit north of Detroit, and Stacy Pullen was working there.
Yeah.
So my friend Natalie and I we went out record shopping there one time, and Stacy Pullen was helping us out, and we're like, oh my god,
Google Stacy Pullen.
We're hanging out with Stacy Pullen at the record store. But yeah, there's so many good Detroit DJs. And then Glenn Underground from Chicago, I was hanging out with him at a party in Detroit one night, and he was telling me that he would actually come up from Chicago to go record shopping in Detroit, because Detroit had all these like old school disco records and just things you couldn't find anywhere else.
Yeah.
That were only
local press or something. Yeah.
Locally, and he would just pick up these random gems around Detroit. And
right now he's paying 8 mortgages with those records.
Yeah.
Those small independent press. Like one person hears it and it's drugs. I need this in my life. How much does it cost? Okay, I'm gonna get 2 jobs. I'm gonna get that fucking record. I'm gonna get that record.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The music that was available in Detroit, Chicago, and still, I mean, people could go back and try to go through records and find things that you would just blow your mind that it was made before all the all the technology that we have now, the old school equipment. Yeah.
And you know what's dope, and I like about Miss Monday, she spins vinyl. She started off with vinyl, right?
Yeah, with dance music.
Yeah.
Except for when I was on the radio, I did play CDs.
Okay.
Because it's
a program. You're not even actually like the mixes are.
Yeah, I wasn't like DJing, like blending tracks. When I started to DJ house music, to play out, I was actually playing on vinyl. For pretty much, when I first moved to LA, I was DJing all over like Hollywood, the South Bay, and it was all vinyl for like 4 years.
4 years.
And her back is all the way fucked up because of it.
Yeah, she got like big forearms. I carry the cases.
My friend Mike used to help me carry my equipment around all the time. Because
is that High Pockets?
No.
Okay.
He wouldn't.
Yeah, that's a big motherfucker. We shout out to her, yeah. Every time I used to see him, I'm hella short. They'd be like, give me a hug and shit. I used to have that little man syndrome, kind of like, come on, man.
Just shake my hand, motherfucker.
Yeah, just don't, come on, man. You don't have to carry. You're not about to carry me, right?
Hey, get in my pocket. Let's go.
He used to go like this, I understand, but I'm like, come on, bro, man. I got my Chanel shades right now. I got shackles. Just came straight from fucking Avalon, the trip, homeboy.
Yeah, Mike and I, there was a few times where both of us would be DJing at this place down in Hermosa Beach called Sangria, which is now called American Junkie, but...
I like Sangria better.
Yeah.
American Junkie sounds like I might step on a syringe on the way in.
It's the natural progression in the South Bay. You go from Sangria to American Junkie.
I think I'm going to name my club Overdose.
Yeah, I had to move out of the South Bay because I was in need of some, sanity.
Oh, really? Was that it?
I lived down in Hermosa for a while. Yeah, like 3.5
sad.
years.
But I mean, still, they're all the South Bay, but Hermosa and Gardena, Torrance, Hawthorne, all these are all completely different. Like Hermosa is for sure like a hot spot of where people are attracted to it. Mm-hmm. So not just the locals, but people that just, oh shit, Hermosa Beach, hey. So now you're like, I'm fucking sick of this shit.
Well, it's like, does anybody work there? I don't know what the heck. And like everybody's like trust fund, or they just like work from home, and it's just crazy how many people don't work.
So how is it? I've never really like tried to even it never crossed my mind. Okay, because it's kind of like a party town, and there's always people, there's always movement. So what is it like to live there where there's like movement going, and you live on that era like 2000s, mid 2000s, where like shit was cracking, and they had like some good house music events, So how was it living over there around those times?
It was still warming up actually, because I moved to San Diego for a few years in 2005. And when that happened, Mike was just starting Dragon High Pockets that month.
Oh, okay.
And that's when it really started popping off. He opened it right before I moved, so I was there when they were starting. And then I would come up regularly just to go because, I actually, the whole time I was living in San Diego, I missed LA so much. I was like, what am I doing? But I was putting events on down there and doing fashion and music and helping promote with these guys, Realize Tribe, which was doing all the Giant
Orange County.
Well, all the DJs that Giant would bring to LA, they would bring into San Diego on Friday.
Realize Tribe.
Wow.
Realize Tribe.
Real Live Tribe.
Yeah, but so, I was doing that thing down there, but the whole time I was always coming back up to LA because
of
this
the
is where I belong.
tacos.
And I'm not leaving.
But I'm still not fucking with the South Bay. Fuck those guys.
Like fuck.
Oh yeah, but so I could take the South Bay, but I can't live down there because now we're about to start. Well, Ray is involved with this new monthly
Beach.
that we are. Yeah. So what happened was a couple years ago I started doing this party beach. Some people may interpret it as biatch.
Biatch.
But I love it because you can interpret it like either or. But then the logo of the lips, that's hella hot. It's
hot. Yeah, my friend Leanne helped me. She's also a DJ. She DJ'd at my second party, but we worked on that logo together because we were going to try to make it a thing, a regular like monthly.
Yeah.
And I did 2 parties in Venice at the Venice Beach Bar. And the owner is like a rock and roll dude, and he came into the second party, and he was like, "What the heck is this music?
What the hell is even that?"
I'll show you the video later on.
Yeah, and so I went through all the trouble of branding and doing all the stuff because it was house music at the beach, and and then at the time it was just female DJs, so like it was like female DJs at the beach, but it works with male or female beats at the beach. Biatch.
The logo with the lips. Biatch.
See, like for the people like asking me, you know, I wasn't the one that came up with the name, you know. Cause
I did come up with the name.
Oh yeah, no, she's the one that came up with the name. So I don't want the ladies thinking, like, fucking Ray, man. Ray's got to be a bitch.
Yeah, just to clarify, it was something that I came up with a couple of years ago. I have a banner, so you know when we do our party starting on Cinco de Mayo, it is going to be our first Manhattan Beach, South Bay relaunch of Biatch at the beach. And so I got the banner still from last time. We're going to be able to display at the party and carry the tradition and actually do what we intended for it to do initially. Hopefully, Leanne will be able to come out and DJ too with us, since she was the one who was one of the OGs with the initial concept with me. Yeah. She's living in Mexico City now, but she's cruising through LA from time to time.
Did she come through recently?
Yeah. She was here. Yeah, she stopped in and visited.
Oh man. How's she doing?
And shout out to Leanne if she gets to see this. And what up, girl?
Yeah,
we're gonna get you out to the Biatch party. She's actually DJing at some festivals in Europe this year, so big ups to her. She started out at the first time she ever DJed was at my party, the Biatch party in Venice. Shit. So it's kind of cool to see her climbing the ladder.
International.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So did you get her started, or it was just a party that made her just start?
No, I made her. I said, girl, if you're going to do this, let's go.
What event was your first gig at, you know, that you can share? Do you remember? Or, I mean, I know you're very active with DJing, you know. Since I met you're always, you know, in the mix, so that's good.
The first gig I ever DJ'd? Well, because I started as an on-air radio personality.
Oh, okay.
The first time I DJ'd outside of the radio room, I honestly don't remember. I mean, I'm sure it was just a house party or something.
Yeah.
And then in LA, those were the good old days. So my memory is very, very...
For those of you watching live on YouTube, if you were just looking in Miss Monday's eyes, you saw a fucking flashback
she's all like,
in real time.
A flashback that was all black.
The good old days.
I was like, I remember nothing.
But I have pictures of everything. I don't remember being there, but I apparently was.
Oh gosh, I DJ'd out as much as I could. I would DJ at house parties. I got offered a residency at one of the most random places, actually, like back in the early 2000s. It was at Molly Malone's, which was a band bar, but there was a side room, and the side room they wanted to make it like more, you know, eclectic and something different. So they wanted me to do some like a mix of like house and hip hop and stuff. And that would have meant I would have had to go record shopping more regularly for things that, like, I was, you know, like the crossover between house and hip hop. I'm like, I don't know if I really want
Cranberries, maybe a little bit of J. Rue the Damage.
Do you have some? What's that up? Hotel California? The Eagles?
The Eagles?
You have the Eagles?
The Hotel California. That's the Doors, right? Who the fuck says that?
But this is the reason why is because I DJ'd there one night. I don't even remember how I got invited to that side room, but I probably always was rolling with my stuff on me because I was
I always ended up in the side room. I was like,
no, but I mean, like I was always ready to throw down. So I was, who knows? I might be even had my tables and my just records in my car.
Oh, you need a DJ? I'm ready.
Yeah, and so anyways, next thing you know, I'm playing there. There was like people dancing on the table, and that's why they're like, hey, you want a residency? We've never seen the crowd go crazy like this before.
No shit.
Making an impact with Miss Monday.
I was like, and I'm like, residency, oh man, what kind of commitment does that entail? I'll think about it.
Okay.
No. Yeah. And because it was in Hollywood too while I was living at the beach, and you know, every week having to have to entertain the side room of that bar, it was too much for me.
Right, if you could just sign right here. We're all out of ink pens. If you could just slit your fucking wrist and sign right here.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where you know, it was such an impromptu, epic night that you just can't duplicate those things. You know, I didn't plan it. I don't know how it happened. I just wound up DJing the side room of this band bar, and had the party go off, and then, you know, I was like, that's it.
Who's that girl in the side room? I've never done this before, but we might need to make a main stage DJ.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, move over, rock and roll, my guys.
What are you, the jerk offs? Get the fuck out of here.
The jerk offs. No. What's been your like weirdest gig that you had?
My weirdest gig?
Yeah, like remember we had a big shout out to DJ Merlin. Remember like they had her dressed as like maid and characters, but she liked it though. She liked it, but she had to dress like as a character.
I don't know if she likes dressing as a maid, but I know she likes those paychecks.
Yeah, big shout out to her.
Sure. Yeah. Well, last year I DJed Jessica Simpson's birthday, and it was a 50 Shades of Grey theme, and so we wanted it to be this like Bordeaux type vibe at the Chateau Marmont. So I had to dress up a little bit. The person who booked me on it actually did, help me get ready, and I had to play music in that vein of 50 Shades of Grey. Mm-hmm. So I literally
give us an example, like what?
Well, from this movie, the soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack.
I downloaded the soundtrack. I went.
Damn. Okay.
I literally had because I had to work and then go straight to the DJ. I literally had 1 hour to prepare for that party, and they thought I did an amazing, because I had a bunch of music folders that would kind of fit after I played the 50 Shades of Grey music, so I even knew what it sounded like, because I never even listened to it. I played a couple songs.
I don't even know what's. I'm probably.
I don't know too much about it.
A little bit like jazzy, down tempo.
One thing that 50 Shades of Grey party with the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack makes me think there's a VIP room that involves a cat of 9 tails.
Well, it was a dinner party, so I don't know. There was a side room that was, I'm sure.
Before you enter, what's your safe word?
It was a penthouse at the Chateau Marmont, so they had some.
There was something going on.
Some other rooms available.
There was more than buffalo wings. I'll say that.
Word, don't stop. Damn.
Yeah. The ball gags are in the other room.
So that what about do you have any good comebacks for like requests?
Oh, damn. I'm actually glad you asked this question. Yeah,
I've been seeing a couple on the internet. I was like, fuck, why not think? Yeah, that works. But yeah, I never. I'm like, oh, what do you got? Let me see. Here, go sit down. I'll look for it.
I'll help you for your birthday. Like when people were showing up, yeah, like because a lot of people were like very cool people, at the event. Dope.
Yeah.
But they were asking me,
what is this mid-90s techno? This is great.
No,
do you have Leanna Rhymes?
Yeah, no, do you have like Tekashi 6ix9ine and stuff like that?
That would go great with this one.
No, they were asking me for hip hop and everything. So they were very respectful. And I told them like, hey, I'm sorry I can't, because I just brought vinyl and I don't, but they got a little bit, people started coming. So I just started telling them, if you bring me a laptop right now, I'll play you whatever you want.
Right.
They're like,
you fuck around. Somebody's like, oh, really? Hold on.
Yeah.
Fuck. No, I don't have a laptop.
Well, I just try to find something that would appease them, like close as I could get to what they're requesting without having it to be that. So I don't have that, but how about this? Bye.
What's the name of the guy? The name of the art? You say Little Jizz Spill? Let me look. Let me look up. I don't.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Let me. Never heard of him.
I think I do have something by him. Let me. I'll pull that out in a couple. Give me a second.
Yeah, exactly. The bar's right over there. Go ahead and help yourself to another drink while I look for it.
I had a blast at your birthday party, though, man. Those drinks you were having, they were fucking.
Well,
God
all
damn.
three of us DJ'd at the party that night.
All wax.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Yeah, but man, how did you do it? Because we left and you still like went on. Like
I was so tired.
Like.
Hard work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Happy birthday once again.
Yeah. It was fun. No.
When you say we left at 5:30, and Miss Monday was still going
on it.
No, you guys left before that, because that's when I wrapped it up.
Really?
5:30.
Okay, we left at 5:15.
Oh,
it was
I'm feeling all guilty. Shit, fuck. What time we left? Like, dude, we're trying to. Because I told them we're gonna leave at 3:30. Next thing you know, I'm all like.
And also, a guest of that party was a guest of the show last week, Shawa.
How Lilith, yeah.
I just fucking called it Shawa.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she said it was cool, you know.
That was actually just that event in general brought a lot of us together because I reached out because I needed to practice playing vinyl because I was doing a vinyl DJ.
And I was gonna actually invite you the first time to come DJ, but I was like, dude, she's gonna think like, where's this guy bringing me? KLPR, what kind of
come down in his basement.
Studio 11 is this, because a lot of people when they show that they like, damn, dude, I look bigger on screen and fuck, I gotta sit on your lap now.
But I know how that all works. I've been in the studios.
But you're welcome anytime to come down and get down. I mean, we got the tables, we got the little CDJs and stuff. Like
CDJ.
Actually, you know what? We started our parties with that mix deck right there, and it's still dusty as fuck, but it works. I never cleaned it. That's fucked up.
I know you care about your music though.
Thank you. Speaking of music, let's speak about your transition from turntables to CDJs. How was it? And were you like me, like fuck that, I'm not giving up?
Well, the thing is I kind of, before I even got into doing CDJs, I kind of died out from DJing for a few years because I was just working on fashion for a while. And
the CDJs was a reintroduction.
Yeah, so it was convenient to just start learning CDJs when I re-entered the game of DJing, which was maybe around 2012. 2012-ish. I started getting back into it. Between like 2008 to 2012, I took a little bit of a hiatus. I would still DJ like at parties at my place, but I wasn't actively out playing.
You're living life. You're doing things.
I was doing more fashion events. I mean, gosh, we did 4 events at the Playboy Mansion. And we were doing shows at
I was sexy. I used to lift weights back then. Now I only lift tacos.
I still got grotto stains on my shirt.
Sapporo.
I eat anything and I drink everything you're not supposed to drink after 1:30. Fuck a.m. Don't laugh for real. No, but let's go back.
Help me!
Fuck that. I'm eating it by myself. No, but let's go back. So you started back DJing in 2012.
Yeah. So. My actual first thing I did was start to learn it on a tractor controller just to get back into the swing of it, and then I started playing on CDJs. Mm-hmm. And now I prefer CDJs just because they're so keen, so specific as to like where your beats and everything. It's much easier to navigate. Let's just put it that way.
So you do,
and I could do much more with them.
So you get into the technical full on, because with turntables, everything is there's a finite amount. Like you can have your own approach, but there's a certain level of controls there. But CDJs now like a turntable DJ,
you can do loops.
But a CDJ,
that's the fun. That's when the fun comes.
For somebody that utilizes the full control, they almost never take their eyes off the control because they're adjusting. Mm-hmm. We're going to do this. We're doing that. We're queuing this up, and it's always like somewhere is a turntable. You can still be interactive, but it's once the record's spinning, you got it on beat, you got whatever, then you're sort of good. You can maybe pitch up or do like little tricks, but the CDJs are way more interactive and like attention demanding.
Yeah, and I still can improve on the CDJs. I mean, I feel like there's always room for improvement, or even adding more elements to the DJ. Now that we have our monthly that we're going to be doing.
Biatch.
Yeah. So I also have a monthly that I've been I've been asked back to this one that's at Blind Dragon called Doyen. It's an all-female DJ party.
Doyen.
And so Sophia Lynn, DJ Sophia Lynn, is putting it on, and she's doing it with Chris, and so the two of them are doing an all-female DJ party, and the mission is to showcase female talent that's in Los Angeles. So it's not so much I'm playing an hour set. It's like a bunch of female DJs doing 20-minute sessions and just showing them what we got, So I don't know if that's going to be the format all the time, but I have already been asked back on May 2nd.
May 2nd. I'm going to make it to that one.
Yeah. So
Is it they now? I know that they did this past one on a Thursday. I think
it's always going to be on the first Thursday of the month, just like ours is going to be the first Sunday.
Oh, okay, so then I'll go see. I'll go. Check it out. Like maybe the first hour. If you're down.
May 2nd, you said.
What's that?
May 2nd.
Yeah, it's May 2nd.
Oh, shit.
And it's the same, like a couple days before our party, 3 days.
May 2nd at the Blind Dragon, Miss Monday, live at Doyen.
And a lot of, myself and a lot of very talented female DJs are going to be there that night as well.
The ladies love to spin.
Anybody who came out last time can attest, like, it was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Doyen at the Blind Dragon.
The Blind Dragon, yeah, man. So, let's go. I wanted to ask you about your clothing brand and everything too, because it played a big part, not only in your life, but also too, I can tell by what you've been saying with the music, and in a way, brought you back into the music. So.
Yeah, it took away, and then it took away from the music because I was focused more on fashion for a while, and it was a casual, like t-shirt, sweatshirt, and then we would do some one-off couture things that would be more of what we would do for special events, and then we were selling into boutiques and specialty stores and that sort of thing with t-shirts and sweatshirts or stuff that had artwork printed on it. And and then I started to do another clothing line actually a couple years ago, and just the fashion industry got really hard to pinpoint. There's been a lot of changes, and anybody that
doesn't make sense.
Anybody that you speak to can attest. Like, it's the fashion industry is
skinny jeans. What the fuck?
It's really hard to figure out right now, because it used to be where you would have all of these wholesale accounts, and now that everything's moved to online. So you have to have inventory. You have to. It's very different to predict, because now you have to have money up front to produce inventory, where you would
just waiting.
You would have collected orders and made them if you were doing wholesale. So,
but now you just have to have it waiting just in case somebody wants.
Yeah, and therefore it's money. It's harder for the cash flow, and you might waste more too, because you don't know how to gauge how much is going to sell.
And then they decide, you know what, this is old. This is passe. Now you have
and you're stuck with inventory and
like with them fidgets and shit.
Fidget spinners. Somebody with a fucking.
I didn't get caught under that business, but
a garage full of fidget spinners. Fuck! I should have went with Bitcoin.
I just want to say, I comment. I did not mean it on nobody. I don't think I know anybody that bought a lot of fidgets, but I've heard that people got stuck with a bunch of boxes.
Hey, if you did, then cry through the tears. There, laugh through the tears, damn it.
Cry me a titty.
Yeah. So I definitely didn't have the money to put into creating a bunch of inventory, and I was still trying to do wholesale at the tail end of that, and I had a showroom in the Calamar and all this stuff, but so I just kind of gave it a wrap up and said, hey, I'm going to put that on hold. I'm going to focus on my DJing, because it's actually the DJing thing has been doing really well. So, and I'm having fun. So may as well roll with it. I mean, I just did a red carpet party last Saturday at in Orange County.
You had your booth and everything. Looked nice.
Yeah, it was fun. It was for the grand opening of Cheat Day Land, which is a museum that is focused on all of the kind of foods you would eat when you're doing cheat day.
Cheat day land.
Cheat day. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding.
Ray's cheat day is when he works out. He's cheating on his other lifestyle.
I only worked out like one day today. I'm supposed to work out 3, but hey.
Get buff.
You know, I lied to myself. Like,
show me your pecs.
Working out is not working out for me right now. You know, I will give a perfect example. You know when you go to the gym or you run or you lift weights just 3 days in a row or maybe 2 or whatever, you know, but you feel that pump, right? And you're like, God damn. So you walked in, I put on this shirt, and I was like feeling myself, like, damn. I'm like, damn, like, dude, I think I gained size. But then I look at my gut and I was like, fuck that. I got fat, no size.
It was stretching, but
yeah, dude. I mean, I was feeling good. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, oh, fuck.
You're feeling buff, huh?
Check out the guts.
And now I know why I don't wear skinny jeans. You know? Yeah, no, but
from the music fashion, it's all expression. So whether it's one or the other, there's like two completely different. There could be a balance in life, a point in life where you can do both or sort of. But you know, right now, especially with the market, the financial situation of the fashion might not be to your benefits.
Well, I just don't. It's not something I could even do. It's not a possibility at this moment. I don't even have a concept that would be strong enough to differentiate where I would even request for funding, because the fashion industry is so oversaturated. I mean, I mean, aside from doing artwork, you can't really do anything that nobody else has done. You know. So,
but it's the story. That's like the story of like if you can put a blurb on like a description for online if I'm buying, or if you just go directly to spots, maybe you're not selling thousands or hundreds, but you put a price on the 15, the 20 that you do sell. But if I look you in the eyes and you it's like, and I'm looking and you're telling me a story of the garment, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah. It's not just like, oh, it's a T-shirt, but when I put this shit on, I could look at it and be like, yeah, this is. It's a purpose. It's a something behind it.
There's something to connecting with stories, 100%.
Yeah.
And so I've got this whole theory right now about synchronicity, and when things are in your supreme destiny, I would call it, they just flow. And so right now DJing is flowing, and I believe that if fashion's going to re-enter my life, it's going to be something that just is synchronized with whatever situation it is. And I would be happy to do it again. And if it doesn't happen, I'm also fine with it.
But if it doesn't happen, it's still within you. So like you might not be.
I'm still going to dress fashionable. If anything, I'll just use my fashion as to what I wear when I'm DJing. You know, there was so much resistance in the last couple of situations with the fashion side of things that I was doing, that it would really have to be like super in sync with me to go back and do it again, because it's
no effort. It comes to you.
There is a lot of work. It is so much work. Fashion, DJing is too. Obviously, you have to go through music and spend a lot of time, you know, in preparing what you're trying to deliver, like the vibe and all that stuff, because it's hard to find music that is exactly like what you want to put out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I spend hours and hours, and I might not even find anything that I could spend 4 hours and be like, okay.
But you enjoyed those 4 hours, even though you came out with nothing, because everything you're listening for, it could just be one key change, one note, one anything where like, nah. And that whole 4 hours until it got to 3 hours and 59 minutes, you're like, okay, it didn't happen. But while you're listening, you're like, nah, next.
Yeah. And then the one that just jumps out. Yeah, but at the same time, you do learn about new artists, and you know, like you're like, oh, it's kind of in the right direction. The sound is, and so then you want to keep checking out the stuff they're putting out.
That 4 hours didn't go to waste. You're training yourself to either what doesn't work for you, what you don't like, or anything. Right. But that 4 hours is installment, even if
research,
it's not
market research.
That's time put in. That's what they call it, hours that were worked, and you know what I mean. Those work hours will pay off in the end.
Absolutely. Yeah, anything to do with music I don't regret, because I could listen to music all day. So I try not to criticize people because I understand what I like might not be what the next person likes, and The female DJ party is a perfect example because everybody played like every single genre, but we all supported each other because we're all talented DJs. But even though we don't play not everybody plays house, not everybody plays hip hop, or it was a mix.
That night was a mix of.
It's a mix of everything.
Oh wow, that's dope.
But that is fashion to a T. Like there's going to be the matchy where my socks and my lining and my wallets and everything has a same motif. And then there's the fucking guy that came in with pastels, neons, different materials. And it's like, hey, it works.
Yeah.
So the same thing with music is like, I'm listening to the Cranberries, and now we're listening to the Eagles, and now we got Vicente Fernandez, and now it just works. It's like, hey, it's a good night. We dance. It might not be of the same continuous, but you enjoy the
keep an open mind. Keep an open mind because I respect the way that they're blending their music, just the way that they respect how I did mine. So. As long as you can make it sound good and flow, and if you got talent, that I can't deny that, and I'll support it. There was talks of hopefully taking it to maybe other cities or something too.
Maybe one day the Blind Dragon will see.
That's right.
Yeah, maybe we can get our DJ member, Honey Touch. She plays everything.
Honey Touch.
She's activated also to crew.
Okay.
She does mainly vinyl, right?
Yeah, from what I understand.
She's pretty cool. Big shout out to her.
Shout out to Honey Touch.
Yeah, I think they have turntables there. Yeah, they do because some of the girls do Serato because they're like scratch DJs.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of those chicks scratch. It's dope.
Getting down.
What's your favorite? I'm gonna act like I haven't seen you DJ, but what's your favorite genre right now for you to mix or play?
If it's day party, deep house. If it's night, tech house.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. I like it. I gotta go to your parties. Yeah.
or play at them with me.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can do both. May the 5th of 2019.
It's gonna be good, man.
In Manhattan Beach. Biatch. House on the Beach.
It's gonna be fun.
All the guys that are, myself being the only female on the bill right now, but but you're like the La Capitan though. She's working hard, dude. I gotta give it to her. With the promotion, getting everybody out there, and I know every day you're talking to people, and you're always on the go. So hey, mad respect for you. One thing I noticed, it's very easy for you to meet people, get along with people. Have you always been this way, or were you shy at a certain point? Yeah.
How were you when you were younger?
No, I have not changed a bit.
Shackles, rings, Chanel shades.
I've always been friendly, and I've always been crazy.
Oh wow! Well, Cinco de Mayo, come on down. If y'all want to see crazy, Miss Monday will have it for y'all on a Sunday.
House music on the beach. Biatch.
Yep.
Manhattan Beach. May the 5th of 2019.
So actually, when I went down to meet with the GM of Sharks Cove because Sharks Cove is where the party's going to be.
Yeah, Manhattan Beach because I got different locations, but this event's going to be on
Sharks Cove, Manhattan Beach.
Well, so I have last year I was DJing down at the 900 Club downstairs bar in Manhattan Beach. And this lady Vicky had saw me DJing down there, and she asked me if I wanted to be put on her roster on her website because she manages artists down in the South Bay. So she booked me on New Year's Eve, and I had reached out to her because I said, "Look, I want to do a house music party," but she says, it's not really the South Bay isn't something that you're going to be able to do like a huge thing, but there's definitely room to do something down there. So she gave me some recommendations, and Sharks Cove
fucking dope.
Was one of them.
Yeah.
And then so Jason went down with me, and the guy Ainer, he's the GM.
Yeah.
He was it was almost like he was waiting for us to come in.
dope, yeah.
And he goes, "You guys want to do a house music party?" And then he takes us upstairs and shows us the patio. And I was just like, "We don't need to go anywhere else.
It's good.
This is where we're gonna do the party."
Yeah. No, and but you, I mean, you've been around. You like, been to different locations. So when you send me the message, and I read the message, you're like, that's a spot. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I
you
know that's a spot. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me ask the 8-ball right here. We're talking about this 8-ball. Like, look.
Okay.
What were you about to say, Miss Wendy?
And the 8-ball says.
Oh shit! I dropped the 8-ball. What does it say right here? What? Yeah, don't move it.
It says you may rely on it.
And I asked if it was gonna be cracking. And you silly remember, like I asked the 8-ball
Rely on
question.
it.
It never says ask again. And this is the first
Magic 8-ball.
Oh,
I listen to meditation music every night to keep that third eye in line.
that's good. What are your thoughts on that? You believe in it? I mean,
my life's changed ever since I started listening to meditation music at night. I can attest that it does help because you listen to the frequencies, and the frequencies all have different effects on your body. Some of them are like healing, some are stress release, some just help your, like your focus, or there's different results for different frequencies.
yeah.
I rotate them all the time because I'm like, I need to be everything to be worked on and to stay in balance.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it's a balance. What was the changes, the first changes that you saw once you got into listening to those audios and meditation? What were the changes that?
The biggest change, and one of the reasons why I won't quit listening to them, is just the peace I feel. Just this inner peace. I wake up in the morning, I feel refreshed, centered, and ready to take on the day. Really, that's just it's like reset. It's like resetting your energy every night.
Dope, man. I've been wanting to get into doing like MSR videos.
What's that?
Like, now you're here.
Oh, okay. You sleep with those? You like put like a audio, not an audio book, but like
it's
you have headphones
but you
on.
got different microphones, but you talk, and then people like just to sleep.
Oh, and it's like multiple directions is coming at you.
I am now here.
What's that? I love your positive reinforcement. MSR, that's what that is.
And then it goes off, and you still hear voices in every direction. You're like, wait a second, is it?
If you build it, they'll kick you in the nuts.
And now I am now to your left. And now you gotta stop trying to. No, they make money. They make money off of it. Imagine me
It's
like
called MSR?
MSR, yeah.
MSR.
But dude, imagine me doing some Spanglish like, and now I'm gonna become Papi Chulo. Oh, dude, I'm like,
Wait,
damn.
people record themselves saying it? Or
Yeah, let me play a video like that. You guys
What?
can. Yeah.
And once
yeah.
again, ADD, MSR. What is that? Let's watch a video.
No.
Have you heard of this before?
I've got to say I've never heard of this. So
Oh, I was gonna say, damn. I gotta say, I made some videos. I'm like, you too. I'm like, damn, you too.
no, because I do listen to my meditation music while I sleep, and then it's because
The same frequency.
it just makes it's like having like a warm blanket in my like an energy surrounding you. It just helps me have peaceful sleep too.
I hear people get the same effect from tones, like certain.
Oh yeah, like with the they have sound baths and things like that.
The sound that sounds
Those
nice.
are
Sound
good too.
bath.
Yeah,
I'm so dirty I need to take a sound bath.
it does help cleanse you too. It helps do blockages. All of us have areas of our bodies that are blocked from either our lifestyle or our thoughts or our past. Or, we got to work all that stuff through and try to heal ourselves so that we're not toxic.
There's a lot of like latent memories that like I don't know if it's the food or just condition, but it's like things that you vividly remember, but like when it opens up, you're like, holy shit, that did happen. But until that realization, you would say, I was never there. Then you're like, you know, I remember such and such. You're like, where the fuck did that go? Where was that at?
Yeah, people are able to block memories when they don't want to.
I block stupid shit like Jack in the Box had a pastrami melt in 1992, and I was like, hey, I did eat a pastrami melt. That's crazy. Why are you blocking it? Like, is it trauma? Is it like what's going on?
Or maybe I'm not sure if block's the right word. Maybe just insignificance might be the word.
But that was a very significant moment in my time.
That might be the reason why you didn't remember it.
That was a very important sentence.
Yeah. So you know, before becoming Ray Funk, I used to be called Ray Jobs. You know, like I tried to.
You used to wear the black turtleneck.
No, I worked as a what do they call them, sex operators and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, but it was recorded.
You're hot. Oh, I want it so bad. You're so. Oh my gosh, you got me wet.
Oh, let me rewind this shit. Watch.
Wait, so it's not just the audio; it's the video too.
Oh, it's the video. It's just So, watch. Here we go.
Hey, it's me, ASMR, darling. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm very excited about this. 10 triggers
Fucking
just
internet,
for you
man.
to help you fall asleep and to help you relax.
Let me fast forward to the.
Oh, this is a good part. That's a good part.
Watch. They're like,
What? That's what you piss in for a drug test.
yeah, that's like you be like, imagine.
Wait, why does she have a drug test piss container in her bedroom?
Let's check it out.
And why do you know about this, Ray? Is the bigger question.
Hey,
It's me.
A safety pin? Wait, you can hear the safety pin?
yeah.
Ray, what the fuck is this?
There's people that have anxiety, like they can't sleep, or like.
If I was asleep with her quiet voice and her rattling fucking safety pin just ruined all this progress. No, Ray. The important question. How many fucking views does this video have?
I'm actually glad you asked that
Millions.
question.
Fucking millions.
5, and they're all from Ray.
30 million fucking views.
Mira, it's
30 million.
2 million fucking subscribers. What's up, doggy?
What the fuck is this?
Dude. I mean, fuck. Imagine me saying,
Thanks for enlightening us. All this time, I was thinking that meditation music I listened to at night was the Nirvana.
Should have had a paper clip and some fucking Rubbermaid containers here.
I got
hey, Miss
I
Monday.
stand corrected.
Hey, Miss Monday's like, fuck DJing,
She's
bro.
not even saying encouraging things. She's just talking to you in a whisper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change jobs, guys.
you can go ahead and
So
admire
fucking nutty pop. What's this?
beauty.
Ray's just been waiting to figure out when
Ray,
he flip this into an
I mean, to be
episode.
honest, I do listen to. I listen to hypnotherapy videos or audios, but I'm very picky about what
Put a fucking safety pin in a plastic cup, Ray. What the fuck is this?
because you know you got to be careful what you listen to. You know what I mean? Because people be like putting hidden messages, and I don't
End up in a sunken place.
Dude, no, the mind is very beautiful, powerful, but also too it can be weak, you know, and it can be fucked with, you know.
No, you need to. We have to choose the energy that we put into our thoughts, so that we allow into our thoughts, which it could be coming in the form of this.
Now you can't hear it, but I'm slapping my inner child. Take my word for it. This is ASMR.
Okay, but what is the premise of this, though? Is
It's
it just for sleep?
I am not gonna say who I heard this from, and it's somebody that I mean, fuck, you know.
It's me, damn it! I told him about it.
No, it's kind of cool. It's kind
I'm
of
like,
cool.
is he sitting in the room with us right now?
All right, it's him. No, I feel bad because, you know, I'm not going to say the name, but, you know, listens to the show, and there's a couple of people that suggest me about, like, well, not question, but topics.
Hey,
you know.
if anybody makes fun of any fucking thing, fuck them. If it works for you, the shit works for you. Let people make fun as much as they want to.
But this is different. This is like.
This is very fucking different.
It's a good business, you know.
That was a good choice.
I'm not gonna be like holding like,
Hey, motherfucker, 30 million views, you gonna be holding motherfucking. You go at 5 minutes. I tap on the magic 8 ball with fucking VCR remotes.
I just farted.
At 15:06, I'm gonna slap a Al Green LP with a paperclip.
Wait, so people watch that for sleeping though? That's just like you said. Is it related to hypnotherapy?
Okay, so it's more like.
I also see it's always women. Do they got men ASMR? Because that could be a thing. I think this might be filed under sexual.
But you know what fucks you up? That they always say the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's me.
Oh!
So when you hear that shit like now, like I'm like when the first time I heard it, it kind of freaked me out. You know what I mean? Because like I was at work and kind of fucked up like on the cover of Hawaii. My luchador work job where I wrestle for Lucha Libre, and I know so. There you go. And there's another one right there. They call it a love machine.
You used to wrestle?
I did I'd done a.
She doesn't believe you. You should show her your plancha.
Like Nacho Libre, bro?
Yeah, like.
Nacho!
Oh no, I was don't let this gut,
they love that shit.
fool you. No. So, but you hear that shit, you're like. And that shit fucks you. I don't know. I was scared when I heard that shit the first time too. I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah.
So
then 30 minutes passed and I woke up in the fetal position. I don't know what happened, but I felt refreshed.
That's me.
Oh, she doesn't have any tricks. She uses her hands.
Oh shit.
Pocus.
But I like how she wears all black, so you just see hands and face. This one is like in her bedroom. You're like looking at her fucking vision board behind her, and she's like, "What is it? Is that fucking
vision board?
Is that fucking Joey from New Kids on the Block? This girl's weird."
Listen up. The soap.
Is he ASMR?
No, that's Todd.
He fucked up from the beginning because he's not whispering.
It's not me. It's not me. Okay.
The fucking internet never ceases to amaze.
He looks like Jesus. I mean,
Jesus Christ, I love you, God.
Not to be confused.
All right, let me rewind this thing.
Okay, this is ASMR with us. Oh, what the fuck?
She's probably got like 3 mics.
She got fucking psoriasis. She needs to get that. She needs to get some fucking moisture.
We got a bunch of microphones, so I'm like, dude, I could be like I don't know, like
it's like being a Foley artist for the entertainment industry when they do the post production.
Oh, okay.
They do all of those sounds,
the voice
that they put over top of the film or the video.
The voice freaks me out though.
Who found out this was a thing?
She's gotta have some nice microphones though. Let's see how many. Let's see how many followers she's got.
So it's like a TV show. They're always around 30 minutes.
Check this shit out, bro.
11 million. Hey, she ain't fucking with 30 million. How did we end up here?
This is the last one, and then we'll go get that.
I think it should never been one. What is going on?
Hey, check this shit out though. Let's go back.
How to make the show go south really quick.
That's what makes the show, dude.
ASMR.
But we still don't know what it stands
ASMR.
for.
I'm gonna check it out right now. Let me just.
I'm gonna be honest. We don't got Leo in studio. So
Leo would have been like,
the correspondent.
Yeah. All right, go handle.
How do you feel it fucking clicking on shit? She already looks like she's feeling because there are no hard surfaces. She should be clicking on that metal pan. But it looks like she's using that metal pan to pour it on a fucking balloon or a ball.
Dude, I'll do like.
But also, you can see ASMR. This is not in America. ASMR is an international situation.
Hey, I'll be like, hey, it's. I gotta play that video before when we finish the show.
给我双击的宝宝，男的变高富帅，女的变白富美，巧克力
That's kind of scary, bro.
It's gonna pop. What the? Huh?
Chocolate?
几天不瞎折腾一下，我就浑身难受。如果飞机起飞了，
So
记得
since
给我
I
个
can
双击。
understand the language she speaks.
What the fuck?
Is she fucking with dick fish?
That's not ASMR.
No, but they say ASMR is autonomous sensory meridian response.
Okay.
Autonomous sensory meridian response, known as ASMR, is an experience characterized by static-like or tingling sensation on the skin. Oh shit, we got a call. They know about this shit. They know about it. What you like? You like to watch fucking whipped cream balloons get set on? How you doing? Oh, they hung up. We found them out.
Hey, it's me.
They hung up, right? They hung up.
Yeah, let me call him back.
We found him out. Oh no, he knows I'm Sweet Boy 65.
Hey, it's me.
We found your number. So, autonomous sensory meridian response is an experience characterized by static-like or tingling sensation on the skin that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine. It has been compared with auditory tactile synesthesia and may overlap with frisson. Most of the people that enjoy ASMR are on mushrooms and tripping the fuck out.
Oh, wow.
Was that your personal insert?
When it said it starts in the scalp and goes down the spine, you're tripping balls. You're on Blue Mitsubishis, my friend.
No.
Autonomous sensory meridian response. Sadly, I still don't know what the fuck it is. I just read it. I still don't know.
Hold on, because what you're saying there when you're reading it sounds like it is
noises
it's a sensual thing, but this is a audio thing. So I'm still confused.
But maybe those noises like dropping
are supposed to
like that noise is supposed to, because they said it's a tingling. I can understand like a certain tap, so like synthesizers. There's something with synthesizers I have a connection to. Certain, so I could understand like, but like a pin dropping, maybe that's like
the audio translates to sensual or something.
But I don't understand how I get a tingling in my scalp when I hear, "Hey, it's me." Shut up and drop the pen.
Yeah. Big shout out to Big Will. VC's tuning in right now on YouTube.
Big Will,
give us a call. Give us a call right now at 424-777-2423. What do you think about it?
I think in response to telling Big Will to call in, I see his first response is, "Oh no!"
run as fast as you can.
Like fuck this show.
ASMR.
You do not want to get trapped into the ASMR.
Hey, it's not
situation.
See, it's easy to say it's bad or it's like, we make fun of it, but maybe this is great because how fucking specific of a niche is this? Well, I can't really say it's a niche of fucking 30 people. It might be like 5 people watching this shit fucking 15 minutes.
This is weird. This is fucking weird right here.
I could understand this though, because these sand gardens are like art within themselves. It's all about the tranquility. So this noise, like when they rake the sand, rock gardens, understand?
Yeah.
I could sort of understand this.
You think it's like therapeutic or something?
Yeah, and the structure of it, you know what I mean? Is very precise, very structured, controlled.
Yeah, I understand.
And then like at the end, it's like it's like a not a crop circle, but like it's
could be a crop circle.
Crap, sir.
But it's a thing, like the beauty of it, or the to be admired, the process of it. This is like with the Asian historic situation is all about presentation, all about the actual process of creating. So the process of creating is as important of the end result.
Absolutely.
So that one I can sort of, but like dropping a pin, a safety pin in a cup, I can't talk shit on it, but it's just, I don't know. And then she had a chip in her pink fingernail polish, which the other girl that had the black, her shit was immaculate. You know what I mean? They both had the short nails.
First world problems.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the homegirl had the black background to like immerse you in, like, we're here. But then she was just in a room. You see like,
she's got like the green screen.
Strawberry shortcake in the background and shit.
She's got like a green screen on it. You see how like
what is it? What is this like? Play-Doh? These short nails though, is this a thing too? Because all their nails are short.
Really? Oh, maybe because they can like
scratch.
Yeah.
Well, you can scratch with long
nails, but you'll fuck them up. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too far into this. Why do I even care?
How do you stop caring about this?
Ray, I'll go ahead and expose myself right now because it makes me right. This is a porno actress.
Oh yeah,
I know this lady.
Yeah,
and I like how she got close to the mic. But either way,
I was like.
But either way,
hey, I was even holding my chair like.
There's a sexual something. Is this? But this is the sound she makes when she's speaking into the microphone. Like, you know what I mean? That's what the eye contact here. So this is sexual. This is for sure sexual.
I was about to say, damn, it is me.
But I don't know about the other people dropping pins in the shit. But I just became a respectful fan of hers because she is fucking making money with her clothes on and off.
Yeah.
And this one biting a banana, like, I think everybody might be in porno because they've all been women. Dude.
I don't really know.
I don't either. I don't. I like this one because she tells the truth.
Poor guys.
Asshole, just ring my fucking doorbell.
What?
Don't ring.
I don't think she's doing it right. I don't feel called for
cussing?
to ring.
Yeah, I like.
Eating up in here.
She wasn't trained properly.
Okay, let's continue.
Oh man.
This kind of disgusting.
Noodle sucking.
Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I gotta hear this.
Internet. Oh my god.
I like it.
She talks while she eats.
Yeah.
I'm about to fuck these noodles.
That was you? Was that her or you?
You're pretty good at this.
I was like, bro, I'll hire you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be crunchy.
What ASMR and training?
ASMR with us. This is watching YouTube with us. We fell into a sticky dark hole of ASMR and we can't get the fuck out of it, guys.
Yeah, all right, guys.
Call in right now, 424-777-2423 and help us get the fuck out of here. What is this? Soap? Soap carving? Like what?
Cuts his ass.
Now this is tripping me out because this is like a compilation video of like.
Oh, this is the 10 weirdest ASMR videos
Oh, they're weird.
of the 2000.
I still think the weirdest one is dropping fucking a safety pin in Tupperware. She did it with technique too. Like it wasn't like I'm just dropping. She's like,
Oh shit! Okay.
oh,
My favorite ASMR.
she's gonna start slapping her stomach or some shit.
Punching her in the gut.
Quindi vedremo un atto che risulta più lungo.
It's not relaxing because he's so far from the fucking.
Hey, you can see like she's all tense, like fuck.
Because you know she's about to get the shit slapped out of her stomach.
It's like fuck. I gotta pay my cricket fucking.
This is ASMR. You're here. You listen to massage.
Oh shit!
Dopo la tecnica. E quindi interverremo
This is different. This is not.
iliaco, che è questa porzione.
Somebody's doing it wrong.
Che in questo caso portata.
I know my definition isn't the best, but I somebody's doing it wrong. This is first person ASMR.
What the fuck? What the heck is in that? Okay, this is freaky, bro.
Oh man.
The internet.
All right.
But see, once again, he's playing with sand. That sand hasn't said what the.
Thanks for showing us how the other half lives, Ray.
ASMR.
My life is now complete.
Yeah, wow. So
Once
you learn
again,
something new here.
ASMR stands for autonomous sensory meridian response. ASMR. The more you know, the more you grow.
Wow, that's you. This is
Wow.
different. I think I can make money off of it though, like for real.
But the people that are watching your videos, you're gonna run into these motherfuckers.
Oh, I'm not gonna put my face, bro. Like that's gonna be like the interesting part.
But see,
You're
put
going
like-
to be like a ventriloquist. Put a chick there and make all this noise at the sound.
Hey, that can be, yeah, dude.
and then how can they know when you're speaking close into the mic? They can hear you, but they can't see you.
I know.
I'm actually glad
He's
you asked
gonna
this
have
question.
this, like-
I can be like, put the little doll, whatever, and I can be like, hey, it's not me.
Stop fucking doorbell, ring my bill. I'm gonna eat this fucking banana. That was fucking that is for sure
I
one of
fucked you guys up, huh?
the weirdest holes of
I'm gonna go home and listen to like two.
I think you guys
I'm gonna
are.
have 3 different meditation songs on play tonight.
Hey, the whole time we're gonna be like, fuck, what time do they say? Hey, it's me.
Wow. That's
I have got to clean my brain after being
education.
exposed.
And just like you're saying, Manhattan Beach, like how the fuck are they living there? Nobody's working. Everybody's working. They're dropping fucking safety pins in Tupperware.
Hey, probably they do.
I told you they all are either trust fund kids or working from home.
Wow, that's hey, there's hope for everybody. I mean, there's when one door is closed, there's another door wide open. 30 million views. She dropped.
Yeah, what was the last one? Let me see.
That was a compilation. You said the 10 weirdest, but it like
Oh, this is like very little. You can tell this is a new. No, it's an old video. Okay.
But it could also be like what's the motherfucker PewDiePie or Pewdie? Like you know what I mean? This motherfucker just has an astronomical amount of followers and subscribers and views.
Wait, what was this last one called? It was the
10 weirdest.
Yeah, the 10 weirdest. See, the ones that have the highest views don't get put into that bracket.
This is real. This is serious. It's real to me, damn it.
They're on point. They're not considered.
Oh wait, that's the first one to do. Go up, Ray. What the fuck? No, don't do it, Ray. Don't do it. Right up there. Yeah, that's the first one with a male.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that. No, yeah, that's a male ASMR. ASMR. That's the first one I've seen. Let's see how this
1 year
goes.
ago. Let's see how many.
This is hope for Ray, because that other one did
5 million, 5 million views.
Wow,
that's probably just the same.
But he did 1 hour. He had to work twice as hard as the women.
Oh yeah. I can do it for some reason.
This guy looks like he's doing like a healing exercise. That shit. He's the one to lay holy hands. Sensor Dottie, what's his name?
Ray's taking notes.
Yeah, I have to.
This just looks like a first-person assault video or something like that. Something bad's about to happen.
Yeah. I mean, I can't grow a mustache, so I'll
like with the woman, it just seemed like she's in a black room. It seems like a dark alley with this guy.
This seems like it's like training for serial
it's not.
killing.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't feel safe with him.
His face is just like. I mean, I'm not an expert on those videos, but like
he hasn't smiled once. So women always smile, they laugh. This guy is just like. I think he needs a doctor. Something's not there.
Is there a car in the background? Or is that our background? Oh, we got the window. This is whack, bro.
If you found yourself here with us,
Ray, I would just do it like the chicks.
If you found yourself here with us, and just know that we're all wondering, and we have no answer for you of how the fuck we got here. We're going to get through this together, though. Hey, I would rather it be ASMR than BDSM. Because they're like, hey, something's going on with Ray.
It's almost like the same.
It is, but
stemming from the same.
I can watch this in the room with grandma, and
fetish.
I don't have to
It's
feel
like
dirty.
a fetish thing, you know.
Dude, I'm all fucked up now. I'm like, I shouldn't have watched this shit too much, but hey.
No, when he says he shouldn't have watched it, he says, I shouldn't have fucking shared it with these people. They weren't ready. They're not one of us.
Yeah, I think so. No. It's just crazy. This is weird, dude. This is it's different. With all respect, whoever
if it works for you, fuck what everybody else says. Enjoy your shit and be the best you can.
If you're not hurting yourself, you know, and
it sounds like it's helping people. So how bad can it be?
hey, let me ask.
I mean, he's selling pillows. It's not that harmful, right?
Okay, Google. How does ASMR help people?
What the fuck is even that?
What the fuck is? Oh, I gotta show her the video so she knows what we're talking about.
You've shown her enough videos today. I don't trust your visual introductions anymore.
If you like ASMR, check this out.
So this is ASMR.
Related videos.
This is ASMR with buckles and and baby oil.
Suggestions.
ASMR. That's very very educational. You learn something new every day.
For the people tuning in or watching the replay, man, if you ever watch ASMR videos or into ASMR videos, hey, give us a comment or email us, man, at activatelaradio@gmail.com and let us know, man.
Hi, this is DJ Miss Monday. You are listening to Activate LA.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Ray Funk with my friend Tremaine. And Miss Monday. This is Activate LA Radio Show. You guys have a good one, man.